why do they matter? What is it about fashion that makes it a trillion-dollar global industry? Let's find out what the true power of fashion really is. Hey gorgeous, this is Shilpa Ahuja, editor-in-chief of shilpaahuja.com and your style BFF. What does style mean to you? To me, it's a way of expressing our personality, not just to the world, but to yourself too. Style and personal style are two slightly different things. Just like personality, style is a set of qualities, your likes and dislikes that define your taste. Style is determined by not only how you choose to dress, but also how you spend your time, your body language, your attitude, how you conduct yourself, basically how you live your life. Whereas personal style often pertains to one's fashion choices. Style is often confused with fashion, but the truth is that it has nothing to do with the latest fashion trends. It's about what you choose to wear and how. That's why style never goes out of fashion. Our personal style is defined by how we present ourselves, not just with clothes, but even with accessories, hair, personal grooming, our perfume, everything, even what we carry in our bag. Even our demeanor is a part of our personal style, how we carry ourselves. It's a part of our identity, and that's why it's for everyone, regardless of your age or gender. It's something we carry with us, even when no one's around. It helps us feel like ourselves, feel comfortable. And what is fashion? Fashion is an art. It's an expression. It's wearable art. Just like personal style is defined by how we present ourselves, fashion is defined by how people in a current time period popularly present themselves. It's the popular trends. Fashion is a $1.2 trillion industry globally, and beauty another $95 billion, including makeup, skincare, perfumes, and hair care. And yet, fashion is often considered a not-so-intellectual career choice. My alma mater, Harvard University, doesn't even have a degree in fashion or fashion as a college major. They say style is like charm. You either have it or you don't. And although I personally believe that style can be taught and honed, I've often come across people who don't get fashion or who ridicule those who do. That would be like a non-athletic person ridiculing the Olympics, but we don't ever see that happening because athletics and sports have known health advantages. But what advantages does fashion have? Personal style matters. Our personal style translates into what we wear, not just when we go out, but at home too, even when we sleep. For example, I love good sleepwear, but I've been asked more often than you'd believe, why are you going to bed looking this good? No one is watching you sleep. As if dressing well only needs to be done for the others. All these people have one thing in common. They don't realize the importance of personal style. And then some people have asked me, I can't look good all the time. Why do I need to look good every day? To which my friend has the perfect answer. Why would you look bad when you can look good? But let me tell you why exactly do personal style and fashion really matter. The power of personal style. Well, firstly, fashion helps you create your image. It's a great way to express yourself. You can be whoever you want to be. Style is a creative outlet that helps you tell your story without words. It helps you create a first impression, both at home and at work, with friends and even with strangers. In an interview, it may make you come across as confident or speak against you. It may make others perceive you as wealthy, or it may talk about your interests. It may make you come across as an introvert, a flirt, a traveler, a leader, or just a generally happy person. A positive self-image. Secondly, fashion helps you create a positive self-image. What you wear, how you carry yourself, your attitude, all these things create an impression of you every day, even to yourself. A positive self-image helps you feel good about yourself and improves your mental health. The feeling of belonging. Thirdly, fashion is a way of fitting in. By wearing the latest trends, for example, you can show that you're updated, that you're not an outsider. Your personal style sends subconscious signals to those around you. At work, your personal style can get you fired or even get you a promotion. It helps us gel in or even stand out in a crowd. Self-esteem and acceptance, the psychological need for freedom. And lastly, but most importantly, fashion earns you respect and popularity. When you're well put together and not clumsy, you give the impression that you have a hold over life. You send subconscious signals that your life is under your control, and so people take you more seriously. Additionally, a well-groomed and dressed person shows they have good taste and people subconsciously want to be in their lives. Since if you're someone who has good taste and you make them their friend, it shows that they are up to your high standards. People feel validated and special. Style shows that you're creative, maybe even wealthy. These are in the modern world, as they were even in the ancient civilizations, prized qualities. So you automatically signal your genetic strength. But why, you may ask, would you care about gaining people's admiration? Sounds shallow, doesn't it, to want to be popular? Well, not quite. Abraham Maslow proposed a popular theory in psychology in 1943 called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This theory ranks human needs from the most basic ones to the most aspirational. Physiological needs like food, water, shelter, etc. are the most basic ones, right at the bottom of the pyramid, below safety and then social belonging. However, right at the top, we have the need for esteem and then self-actualization. This means that in order to realize your full potential, you need to first have your need for esteem met. Maslow noted two versions of this need. The lower version of esteem, which translates to recognition from the others or attention and prestige. And then there's a higher version, self-esteem and freedom. Fashion and personal style tie into this theory greatly. Sure, being well-dressed gives you recognition from the others. It even signals to the others that your other needs, physiological, safety, and love are already being met. Thus, in their eyes, you're already nearly at the top of the social pyramid. However, we're after the higher version of this need. If your personal style is effortless and not done to please others, it helps you feel confident. It helps you see the best version of yourself. And as I said before, it helps you improve your perception of yourself. So if you're able to dress up well without trying too hard, it makes you happy from within, since it frees you from the need for validation from others, thus fulfilling your need for the higher version of esteem, the self-esteem. So there you go. That's why your personal style needs to be carefully curated and updated too. Your style starts to develop as a child along with your personality. It can be worked upon too. It keeps on evolving and you can control it. And that's why it's important to keep reading about not just the latest in fashion but also lifestyle, because cognizance builds confidence. So dressing well is one of the first steps to creating a good lifestyle. If you ever find yourself feeling dull or stuck in a rut, just work on your body language, your hair, your perfume, or even just your reading glasses, and you'll feel new again.